Howdy, neighbors. How's the world treating you today? I thought that I would look through the latest comments and see if I could answer a few of them for you. Let's see. The most questions are about the bus motor. It's too hot to do anything. There's nobody down here, well, that I'm aware of. I know of one person that could do the stuff, but he's not into, from what he told me or what I've seen. I think he told me he doesn't do actual motor rebuilds. He'll do a motor swap, and he'll do all the exterior, whatever needs to be done on it, that type of thing. And the one thing is, there's the heat, Okay, that's one of the things. Lack of anybody that could help, anybody that knows how to do anything. So the money's just sitting in the bank, minus what I've used to take care of the mini split and a few other things. Just waiting. I'll figure it out once I'm back over in the LTVA. I can still drive this thing. I just have to make sure I got the water out of the oil, which involves, like, I could go under there right now and I lay a pan down and then I just get under and I crack the drain plug for the oil and I just loosen it up and just keep wiggling, and at a certain point the water that's in there will start dripping out. And last couple of times I've done that, I think the last time when I came back from, when I got towed down here, actually the last time when I moved it to here, I got about 1.5 gallons, 1.75 gallons out of the oil, and then added a little more oil in. That was the trip coming over here where I forgot to put water back in the radiator, so it started to overheat. That just took a few minutes to add. I think it was 2.5 gallons of water, and then I drove it over here. So that's what I'll do when I get ready to leave. I'll lay down under there. I put a tarp down. Nothing ever spills. It just drips of water. Crack it loose, let it all drip out, and then check the oil, fill the radiator, and drive it back over to the LTVA. And then, it'll be cooler, and there'll be a lot more people around, those that can help, and I'll figure it out from there. But that's what I'm going to do. I mean, like right now, I don't know if you can see the clock on the wall behind me. 9:20 something. What do we got? Clock over there says 9:22. It's 102 outside right now. At 9:22 in the morning. And it's 83 right here where I'm sitting. Which I'm fine with. Comfortable enough for me to drink my coffee. My coffee mug that my kids got me probably 2 decades ago. I'm still using it, guys. I got the mini split is still running back there. I set it down. I found if I set it down to 69 degrees in this type of heat, it pumps out enough that I've got a fan. Here, I'll take and show you. I think you've all seen it, but I've got the fan. Actually, 2 of them. Can't see what I'm doing with this. So I got the big fan sitting there and the little one, and I blow the air up across the ceiling. And right now with that fan on, I think it's on medium speed. So I'm standing right here. I'm halfway, over halfway into the kitchen. I'm over in the, I can feel it right here. So that pushes the air. And then when it's really hot, like yesterday, what did I see out there? 112, 113, something like that, I think. I have those two fans going. And I even have another one down there on the floor. Once in a while, I'll put it right over there and turn it on. And then I've got this little fan right here. I hope I'm getting this where you can see it. And that blows onto me, sitting over here. And it's uncomfortable, So we lost a neighbor out here. I think it was last Monday. Guy passed away out here. Come to find out yesterday from my other neighbor that he was a few years younger than me. And I thought he was older. Anyway, that's sad. I'm guessing it's because of the heat. I never heard an air conditioner running at his place. But he'd only been here for, I think, a month and a half. Yeah, I'm still using my solar oven. I actually have two solar ovens. The first two. Very first one I built, and then this one that I use religiously. Yeah, I did. I've done sausage a couple times, Polish sausage a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. I've done some cinnamon rolls, pot pie. Can't remember what else. But yeah, it's just sitting out there waiting for me. Let's see. Yeah, the heat's definitely, you just don't, I mean, I've been drinking a lot more water, just buy the little, I hate doing it, but I just buy these little guys. I got the Berkey over there, and I've got the filters recleaned. I should probably fill that thing back up and try using it. Yeah, you can see it behind the fan. I'd have to move it someplace else. To use it. Just turns out it's a pain to do. So I'd have filtered water, but I've also been buying those packets for that you put in the bottled water to make it taste better, and they have electrolytes in them. What is my monthly electric bill? First month was 50 something, 40 something. Second month was, it's on the phone, I think 70. And I just checked this morning, I'm at $90. And that's from the 10th. And I run the mini split of this air conditioner, and when I use my air fryer, which I've used a couple times this month, they're all, and my toaster, I use it every few days, they're all plugged into power. That's all that's running on it. Otherwise, the whole rest of this place is running off of this place, off my solar. $90 as of right now. So, and that's running this second air conditioner like I did yesterday. I started about, I think it was 11 o'clock, 11 or 12 yesterday that I started it and ran it until 6:30. Because by 6:30, the mini split keeps it really comfortable up here. And so, like right now, it's doing. I'm comfortable as much as I want to be. I'll go turn the fan up, turn the other fan on later. I'll turn this fan on low and aim it at me so all that cool air is getting blown past me. The other thing I do is I will shut the curtain on this window. It does help because the windows, even though they're double pane, safety glass and all that, they're not really that insulated. But I have noticed that the wood covering the metal, that definitely helps. So it's cool to hear from everybody all over the place. And I'm still wanting to find a piece of land. It's got to be about 5,000 foot elevation. Can't go any higher. Oh yeah, that's what people were asking. Why don't I go to Ochs? Why don't you go back to Ochs? That means that you never followed my last year's videos when I was up there and ended up at the clinic a couple times because of I couldn't breathe. Yeah, it's her place is at 6,000, right at 6,000 feet. And even after 4 years going there, everybody said it would get better. Well, I guess I'm no different than quite a few other people. The elevation just affects me. And it affected a lot of people, even those that weren't smoking, including Vicky. So, yeah. It's a bummer. I loved it. It's a happy place for me. I love Aja and all the gang. But I just can't breathe there, dang it. Yeah, the GoFundMe, I covered that. It's in the bank. Yep, Aja's definitely cooler. I talked to Mike the other day, and he's doing good on in his work. Jesus, I gotta shave. He went through Flagstaff. I think it was like, what did he say, 4 or 5 in the morning with his job. He has weird hours. 38 degrees. Oh, and here's another one. You know, I got to get more insulboard and finish insulating the front part of the bus because it's just metal. It's just wide open, so it's like an oven up there. But where my fan is up here, my Max Air fan, I want to get one of those 12-volt refrigerators. The 12-volt air conditioners and put one in there. It'll drop right in. So I'm hoping that some outfit will say, "Hey, you wanna? I'll send you one if you'll do videos and check it out for us." So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, this is a 55 plus park. Also, $300 a month right now for the space rent. Hi, Corning. Well, I lived in Corning for 23 years, so 22 years, I don't know. Oh, the neighbor next to me has got this big fancy Class A. It's a real nice unit. It's beautiful. 2-axle in the rear, so it's a 3-axle unit. He's got 3 air conditioners on the roof, and he told me yesterday that he sits out in his pickup and just runs the air conditioning in his pickup because it's too expensive to run his air conditioning in the big unit. And I'm thinking, wow, get yourself a mini split. In the back, it's freaking cold. I keep that thing running. I aim the louvers up so that most of the breeze blows over me, over the bed at night. And I have to put blankets on me. It's 72 and colder back there, whereas it's 81 or 2 up here. Let's see here. Yeah, one of these days maybe I ought to start telling you some stories about my trucking days. Holy smokes. Cool. Okay, let's see. The water tank. Elgin, Montgomery. Yeah, it's what I figured out at 40. I think it's a 40-gallon tank, if I remember correctly. So that's 320 pounds if it's full. If you average $8 a gallon, uh, which is a good average, I guess. Yeah, and it's 5 foot long, and it's a foot cubed, so it's 5 cubic feet. You can do the math. I think it's 40 gallon. I forgot. I don't know what it is. So I'm pretty sure 320 gallons will hang in one of these compartments underneath. So I've been thinking about putting it right directly under the sink, which is also right directly under, well, let me think here. Yeah, it's almost right directly under the where the bathroom is too. So that'd be putting the water in. The other place I could put it, which is where I'd originally thought about doing it, was under the bed. And I could literally put 2 of those in there and just plumb them together, and then run a PEX line all the way up to the front here. I'd move the water pump back to under the bed, and so it was pushing the water from there. But it's either going to be there, and then I put a gray water tank underneath. I don't think I'm going to go with a black water tank. I haven't decided. What do you call it? Compost toilet. I've been using the bucket. I don't know how long now. 10, 12 years. Kind of used to it. And so I got and also I have an on-demand hot water heater, but it's it's got the exhaust and all that in it. So I could mount it inside, but I'm not sure I want to do that, to be honest with you. Still, I've been thinking about using just a couple quick disconnects, because I just need cold water in and hot water out, and then connect it into here. And I've got a spot right in back over there, just in front of the tire, between that and the door, which would put it directly outside the where the shower and the sink are. And I just go boom, hanging on there, and click, hook up the propane tank and quick disconnect to it and run it. So that's been my goal with that thing. What else we got going in here? Bullhead City in the winter, yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, Red Bluff, yep. I spent a ton of time in Red Bluff going in and out of there. I mean, that's where I got all my permits and blah 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 shopping. Sometimes it's your choices, other times you're stuck. JR's doing the same. Yeah. Well, I hope Tennessee Fiddlefoot that you got plenty of AC over there and the power doesn't go out. That's the one thing I do worry about, you know. And even then, I'm not that worried about it because unless it stays out for days and days, of course. But even then, I'm not worried. If I have to, I'll put my little 2000 generator out over there and fire that son of a bitch up. Ain't gonna bother anybody. Apparently, my neighbor over here, he's just gonna leave his rig here, take his pickup, and he's gonna be boogieing on back over to California for a while to get out of the heat. And so that's my closest neighbor. I'm all by myself over here in the corner. And so I could run the generator and run my mini split. Or I could just plug it into my solar system and run it. I'll get, I don't know, all day running it off the mini split. I'm not worried about that. So, and if I had to, I mean, if it came down to it, and that's all I had was the mini split and the generator, I got no problem with that. You know, I know it'll do it, no problem. But that's only if the power goes out. As it is, it's still going to be hot in September when I go back to the LTVA, so I will be running the mini split with the generator, but you know, that's out there where we're at. And as between the mini split and at night, if I need it, I'll just run it off my solar stuff. Yeah, I guess according to this, we're in the middle, or we've started on June 15th. I guess is where they say it's the beginning of the monsoon season, but there's not much in the way of monsoon weather so far. Okay, and I do not know anything about the dump station yet over there. There's video. My screensaver on my laptop is showing camping with my kids. I stopped buying feed for the birds because it was costing me. Let's see. If I bought the big block, it lasted 1 week. That was $20. So I went, yeah, I ain't doing that no more. And a bag of feed out here is $17, and that lasts about a week and a half, maybe. So I ain't doing that no more. Okay. Still haven't decided what I'm gonna do about the walls in here. I am not sealing any of the wood up top because I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that yet. And I've spent a lot of time. I got a vacuum. Let's see. I got one of those, you know, cheap vacuums, and then there's my Swiffer. So I vacuum all of this every couple of days. Use the Swiffer on the floor, blah blah blah. All right. Hopefully I caught you all up. All of a sudden I'm starting to feel like JC Travel Stories. You're a bad influence, Jerry. Hey, have you seen my mat? Huh? Uh, Alright, I guess, yeah, I can't think of much else to say right now, so, other than it's just another day in paradise. Just waiting, just putting in time, doing time until the LTVA opens and people start coming back and the weather starts getting better. Alright,